Alrighty people, this is most likely the last time you are going to see this space in a long time. My lighting's not set up, nothing is set up. We are going to be moving everything out of this space. I've already done a room tour, so if you want to see this area as it's set up now, go and watch that. But we are transferring to kind of a new studio area, and let me show you where we're heading. So this is the current area underneath the loft bed, and if you'll follow me, ignoring the mess behind me, now we'll zoom out. This is the new space that I'm going to be preparing in order to make it the new filming space. You can see that it's just this nice little corner. I put Pudge in there for scale. It's not super big, so it's probably about 8 feet by 10 feet. I haven't actually measured it. So the reason I'm switching spots is because as much as I love this space, and it's nice to have like all these lights up here and stuff, it's still very limiting because I'm limited to the footprint of my full-size loft bed, which is not that big. And so moving to that other corner without this 5'8" roof above my head is just gonna allow a lot more flexibility with setting up, filming. It's just gonna make it a whole lot easier to use that area of the room as opposed to this area of the room. Anyway, I need to get started. It is almost exactly 7 p.m. now on January 21st, so we'll see how long this process takes. Alright, so we've made some good progress. I think next I'm going to work on this rack right down here. So that means I'm gonna have to move the tanks off and then move the stand and then reset everything back up over there. Let's see if Sienna's in here. Maybe we can say hi. There's Sienna. Actually looks like she may be about to shed. But just wanted to give her a chance to say hi to the camera, which she is very eagerly doing. As you can see, she's quite big now, so we're gonna get her some more space as well for her enclosure. And I'm gonna go ahead and put her back in her tank so she can hang out while we get this all moving. Alright, so now I am going to move this tank off, and because I don't want anything running into the glass and breaking the tank, and I don't want anything to happen to Kuzan, I'm just going to take out some of like the bigger items while I carry this tank over there, and then we're going to put him back. So there's Kuzan. He is going to be passed off to my sister in the meantime while I grab this tank. So now we've got Mochi, and he's gonna go in a safe place while I empty his tank out. Okay, so there's probably about 4 gallons of water in this bucket. Because I cleaned out the filter and this was just mostly dirty water, I'm gonna throw this out, but I'm gonna try to save as much water from here as possible so that I can put it back in the tank so that I'm not like restarting the tank all with new water. Free space. Alright, so this is the new area space. We just put the stand over here, and I'm testing to make sure we have a couple at least good filming angles. That's kind of the whole purpose, because it's kind of like a giant waste of time if I put the tanks on here and then I don't actually like how it's set up. But we're making good progress. It is approximately 8:42 p.m. so we're about an hour and a half in, a little over an hour and a half in, and we got one of the stands moved. So now we just gotta move one more, and then we will be able to set everybody back up. That's what you get. Alright, so tons of you people ask, how did you get your basking area to fit on your turtle tank? This is the secret. It's just a piece of wood, and I mean, it has absorbed some water, but it's not like molded a ton. It would probably be better if it was acrylic, but I had wood to cut, so that's what it is. Observe. So now this little buddy is gonna go into the tank. Put him in there. He's gonna hang out, explore. So it is currently far past my bedtime. That is not 1:37 p.m. That is 1:37 a.m. and I need to get to bed. I'm gonna leave the filter on this running, and also I plugged in the filter for the axolotl tank as well. So those are gonna be going throughout the night. The heat is not plugged in for anybody yet, but thankfully all these animals are gonna be just fine for one night without it. And I will resume this in the morning, so I'll see you then. Alright, good morning. I look like a bit of a trash bin this morning. Obviously I just woke up. But can we just take a second to appreciate the natural lighting? Like, this is just like coming from the window. So now on to day 2 of the move. I just basically have to figure out the plug situation and plug everything back in. And then there's gonna be a bookshelf that goes right here. That'll take a little bit of time, but I want to get the animals, of course, all settled in as soon as possible. Anyway, we're more than halfway done. We're almost done. So let's get this project rolling. I think Hoku is confused with this new setup because I haven't seen him go up the basking area, and I'm guessing it's because he doesn't know that this has been flipped because his basking area used to be on the other side. So maybe he doesn't know the basking area has to go up there, but I think he'll figure out it eventually. But I just had that funny thought because the tank was basically flipped around and now the filter's on this side. So he's just like, what's going on? Why is my tank backwards? But look, it cleared up since last night, so it's looking good. This fish looks kind of sad and lethargic. He was really hard to catch yesterday, but it's doing okay. Okay, so oops, this way, my child. You're a little bit too high. Okay, hopefully as you can see, I installed the bookshelf. I kind of meant to film that. Look. Just remove all the trash out of the frame. But now the bookshelf is in place, and I really like how we extended it with the top. I don't know if I'm gonna put any artwork or anything up here. I meant to kind of film that process in time lapse, but I'm really bad at that. Well, I'm not bad at it, I just kind of forgot. But yeah, that bookshelf is now up. This tank is all set up, and I'll show you kind of around. It's still not perfect, but we're getting there. All right, so you can see the area here. So we got Hoku's tank, leopard gecko tank, axolotl tank. We have a spare tank down here. Look at that. That light looks cool. It's like magic. And I'm thinking when I film turtle videos, it'll be kind of this angle. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if I like the letterboard. I'm also taking quote suggestions for what's gonna go on the letterboard. That's also a very bad angle, but I'm like really tired. I've been working on this all day, believe it or not, because for whatever reason it took forever to figure out the electrical situation, and then I slept in a little bit. I got up at like 9 after I went to bed at 3 because like I need my sleep. So that is one of the electrical boxes, and this one is not on a timer. It has like the thermostats and the heaters, and basically all the stuff that doesn't need to be on a timer is in that box. And then over here you can see that box is the rest of the stuff that is on a timer. So basically just the lights is all that is on there right now. I'm thinking I'm gonna get some lighting for the leopard gecko tank because I just want it to be able to have more light, although a fair amount of light comes through this window, but it's not a ton. Also, check this out. Look at this squishmallow up there. It's so cute. They're axolotls and I love them. But I'm thinking, like, as far as like all the angles go and how the space turned out, I am pretty happy with it. I think this might have some work, but that is just like rearranging stuff, nothing big, so we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next Friday with a new filming space and a new video. Have a totally awesome day. Bye!